Well, it's that time again where I have to make a follow-up video clarifying things I said in a previous video because I suck at explaining things the first go-around, apparently. So yeah, this is kind of a follow-up to the I'm not making Dragon Ball content video, but also just kind of explain what the trajectory of this channel is going to be. Mostly because people were asking, well, what kind of content are you going to be making now? So yeah, I'm going to just kind of go over that. First thing I got asked about a bunch was JoJo vlogs. Well, what about the JoJo vlogs? Where's the JoJo vlogs? Are you still doing those? Yes, I'm still doing them. I understand I haven't made one in a while. It's kind of a pain in the ass for Agro and I to line up our schedules. We work different shifts. We have different days off. So it's kind of hard to, line it up. And even when we do have the same days off, one of us might end up having plans or some shit. So it's just kind of a pain in the ass for us to line that up, but it's still a thing that is happening. JoJo videos will still be a thing. I am financially obligated to do the goddamn JoJo videos. And while I'm on the topic of being financially obligated to produce videos, I also had some people calling me out on the rest of those GoFundMe videos that I'm kind of screwing people by not producing Dragon Ball content. Like, people paid for your PC to make Dragon Ball videos. Like, no, people paid for my PC for me to make the content that I wanted to make, not specifically to churn out specific Dragon Ball videos. In fact, people couldn't even request Dragon Ball Super videos. So it's not like I did say I had plans for them, but that's all they were plans, and now those plans don't exist. I'm just not going to do those videos. I haven't heard anybody who actually put towards the GoFundMe complain towards me. If someone feels cheated, they can, hit up the GoFund Xeon email. They can send me a thing showing that they actually did put towards the GoFundMe. Just show me your donation thing, like a screen cap of some sort. And if you feel cheated, then I can refund you. I'll fucking PayPal you. I'll do you right. If you really feel like you're genuinely cheated and you're not getting the stuff that you wanted, that is fine. And I will work with you. Unless you put in a large amount and you've requested specific videos to be made, because I'm still going to be making those videos for you, and that's kind of how that business arrangement works. But people who just threw in some bucks to have their names in videos, I guess I just won't credit you in any future videos. But yeah. I'll work with you if you genuinely feel cheated. I haven't had anyone express any kind of anger towards me. I've only had other people tell me that, who didn't put towards the GoFundMe, tell me how I'm cheating these people. So yeah, if you felt cheated, let me know. As far as the other GoFundMe videos go, though, because the JoJo's video is a GoFundMe video, they're coming. I was waiting until I finished the JoJo's series of vlogs before jumping into the rest of those videos, but the fucking JoJo's videos are just taking too goddamn long. So fuck it, I'm just gonna start cranking those out when I can. A lot of them are on topics that I'm already well versed in, so fuck it, I might as well just record these and release them. I'm gonna aim for putting out at least one every other week, maybe every 2 weeks, but that would be once every 3 weeks, I guess. There we go, because that was the same fucking thing. So I'm gonna start working on those, getting those out, and so I can just clear that off my goddamn slate. Those videos are coming. I guarantee you. Sorry that they're taking so long. I didn't expect the goddamn JoJo's videos to fucking take so long. Oopsie. Another thing, though. If anyone I feel bad for with the GoFundMe, it is people who really wanted the Dragon Cast to return, because I saw a lot of people really disappointed about that. And I know for a fact there are people who put towards the PC because they very specifically wanted the Dragon Cast back. Good news, the Dragon Cast is still not officially canceled. I've spoken to Gabby. I am still open to doing more Dragon Cast. It's still kind of on this hiatus that it's on right now, but, it's not dead. I am still open to doing it, and for anyone who's just like, oh, he's going back to Dragon Ball, you fucking liar. I did say in that video originally that, like, the only content that's Dragon Ball related that I would consider doing is the Dragon Cast. So really, that's just me restating that, like, yeah, no, like, I am willing to do the Dragon Cast, and I've had, even just having, like, this week away from the fandom, like, has been good for me, and I don't, like, I don't feel that kind of maliciousness that I did before. So yeah, I'm open to doing the Dragon Cast still. It's still on the plate. So people who are really bummed about that should not have to feel as bummed. So, like, if the Dragon Cast gets canceled, it won't be because of this whole no Dragon Ball thing. It'll be because of some other obstruction, with the production, on my side or Gabby's side or whatever. So yeah, the Dragon Cast, not canceled. Celebrate that. Woo! Movie reviews, still going to be a thing. The only reason you haven't really seen a whole lot is because I haven't been watching a lot of movies, because a lot of movies just haven't been fucking interesting me. I just haven't wanted, there's been very few movies I've been wanting to see in theaters. And the movies that I have been wanting to see, kind of slipped under my radar. Like, I didn't know about them, or like I didn't know that they'd be movies that I would want to see until they were already, like, in theaters, and, and I just kind of missed out on them. Like, that shit happened with Annihilation. It happened with Heredity. I feel like it... Like, what was that one really badass one with Tom Hardy? Like, I really wanted to see that, and I fucking just... Like, I forgot when it came out. Like, it came out, and I was like, oh, man, that movie's out. And then I just forgot to fucking watch it. God damn it. Like, the only thing I've seen remotely recently is Ant-Man and the Wasp, and I didn't do a video on Ant-Man and the Wasp because I had jack shit to say about it. It is a low-tier MCU film, but it's not even bad. It's not bad. It's just, it's there. It doesn't do it. It's not, like, offensive. It's not, like, terrible or cringy. But it's just, it's fine. It just doesn't... Like, the narrative threads don't really coalesce into, like a good story, into, like a well put together film. And there's just some neat set pieces and a couple of nice moments, but it's there. It exists. Yeah, no, like, man, Ant-Man and the Wasp is really disappointing. Because I really liked Ant-Man. Really disappointed that Ant-Man and the Wasp didn't really live up to that. Another thing I've seen people show interest in is the return of Weeaboos. That isn't happening, I'm sorry. Dan and Bob have their own shit going on. Weeaboos ain't coming back. But, the Weeaboos format, I realized, it's just watch 3 episodes of anime and then talk about it. I could rope Aggro into doing that. Shit. Like, that's not difficult. And, I could just do that format with him. Fuck it. So yeah, like, I mean, it won't be called Weeaboos because, that's that series. But yeah, no, like, fuck it. I can revive that format and just do it as a series of vlogs with Aggro. Like, it won't be that hard to get him to watch random, possibly shitty anime. He watches random, possibly shitty anime all the fucking time. The man is like a goddamn raccoon when it comes to consuming garbage anime. Like, that's why I don't feel bad for making him watch Dragon Ball Super. Fuck it. Like, he watches terrible shit all the time. It's not like, I'm exposing him to anything worse than he was already exposing himself to. So yeah, like some sort of spiritual successor to Weeaboos with me and Aggro will probably be a thing. Aggro still doesn't even know that I have this planned. And he probably won't watch this video, so... a thing that Aggro doesn't know that I have plans for him for. Hey! So yeah, that's, like, the content plans. I also wanted to acknowledge some stuff that people said, like, in terms of, like, why I'm leaving the fandom, and some kind of miscommunication there. That, like, I shouldn't, like, let the fandom bully me out of the fandom. I should just still enjoy the franchise and blah, blah, blah. No, see, you don't understand. I wasn't enjoying the franchise. Like I don't care anymore. Like, between Dragon Ball Super's dog shit quality, and the fandom just being shitty in general, yeah, no, I just didn't want to be a part of it anymore. It's like the one bit of fun I was having with Dragon Ball was shitting on Dragon Ball, and that was getting people like to just attack me on the daily, and that's not fun. Being told how much I suck on a daily fucking basis isn't fun. I don't even care like if it's strangers on the internet. It's still like, imagine just for a moment, every day, like just having some random strangers walk up to you and tell you, you fucking suck and your opinions are shit. It's like, what? It's just every day. Anywhere from like a person to 5 people doing it. Like every time you expressed an opinion, some random fucko walked up to you and just told you to go fuck yourself for having the opinion that you did. That was my experience in this fandom. That's not fun. So yeah, why expose myself to a fandom that clearly doesn't want me in the first place? You could be like, oh, but you know, we want you. It's like, well, you're a tiny subsection of the fandom. Like the bulk of it is kind of fucking garbage and treats me like garbage. So, you know, why stick around and why continue watching a fucking franchise that I clearly don't have love for anymore? Like, unless the franchise is going to do things that I personally want it to do, why stick around? Why keep supporting it? Like I feel so fucking hypocritical watching this shit because I don't fucking like it, so why am I supporting it? Also, another thing is, and this is a thing that, like, I've kind of been aware of, and I'm really only just now acknowledging it, and that is, this is not exactly a very queer-friendly fandom. That was very, very evident from that video that I made, because that video blew the fuck up for some fucking reason. Yeah, fuck your algorithm, YouTube. Of course, when I make something that is very specifically geared towards my subscribers, towards my followers, that is made specifically for them, that's the thing. You spread out to the fucking masses. You piece of shit algorithm. Go to hell. I fucking hate YouTube. Such a garbage platform. But it's the only fucking option. So, yeah, like I said, it's just, that video really kind of just, so many homophobic comments lobbed at me during that. I mean, obviously some people were probably just doing it because, you know, I'm saying I don't like modern Dragon Ball, and those people were pissed. But still, like, the fact that that is like their default thing to focus on, and the fact that I am just being more openly queer, and that I plan on continuing to be more openly queer in my appearance, I don't really need that shit. So why hang around once again? Like the drag. Like, and I understand, like, not all. That's not the entire fandom. Like, I don't feel like I should need to clarify that, but I feel like I need to clarify. There are clearly, you know, plenty of people in the LGBTQ community that are in this fandom. There are plenty of people who are allies to the LGBTQ community. But that is a minority. Like, this is a fandom that appeals to these kind of toxic macho fucking meathead guys that are prone to fucking just saying homophobic and transphobic and I'm not trans, I'm just saying that, like, you know, I see a lot of that shit. And because it's just kind of it is the kind of mentality that it's the kind of crowd that this franchise attracts. Also very sexist as well. You know, like, I mean, the Outlast to the Vegeta video, a lot of people just attacking Lucia and Gabby in those comments just for, how dare these women talk bad about my Vegeta. You know, how these feminists are ruining my fucking Dragon Ball. Like, also, I was already on the fringes of this fandom. It's not even like, I was like, doing collabs with everybody and I was, being that guy. No, like, I've always been the outsider in this fandom. I've done very few crossovers with people and collabs. So it's just, like, Gabby is the most consistent person I've collabed with, and the only reason her and I've collabed so frequently is because we literally did series together. Like, it started with Gabby approaching me about that Goku video that ended up spinning off into the characterization of Goku, and then it became like that, and then Vegeta, then Gohan, and then the Dragon cast in general, which is just, Gabby was my ideal choice for a co-host for a podcast like that. So, like, that's the only reason I've been, like, doing collabs, that, like, literally, it was a series of videos. And, beyond that, I really just don't collab with people. Nobody really approaches me for collabs, and I don't really approach other people for collabs. So, yeah, it's just, like, I wasn't, like, integrated into this community, and I also wasn't well liked in it. So there's not a lot of reasons for me to stick around. I've seen plenty of people with the, he'll be back. He'll come back for certain. Dragon Ball made his channel. This'll kill his channel if he doesn't come back. Let me let you in on a little secret. I don't give a shit if my fucking channel dies. I don't. Like, whatever. I'd rather make the content I want to fucking make and have it be stuff that I'm genuinely passionate about. I mean, it's not like I wasn't interested in talking about Dragon Ball, but it always bugged the shit out of me whenever I'd put out a Dragon Ball video and it would get way more views than anything else I was talking about. And then that, like, in my mind kind of gave me incentive to just make more Dragon Ball videos, like, during times when I probably wouldn't have made them. The topics were always genuine. Like, there were things that I wanted to talk about, but I probably wouldn't have given them priority had I not wanted to just be like, well, I guess I should probably do the thing that people want me to do so I could get views. No, like, I hated that. I hated it. It made me feel like scummy and like a shill. Even though I really wasn't, it still made me feel wrong. And, like, now I don't have that incentive. I don't have that hanging over me. So now I can just, every video I make from now on will just be the video I want to make, and I won't have to feel like I am pandering or catering to an audience of people that I really just kind of didn't want to cater and pander to anymore. And like one of the other things I've been told is that, like, this video didn't need to exist. It's like, you don't need to fucking tell people that you're not making tribal. Yes, I do. Because I don't need, like, those people hanging around. Like, if you're only here for this one thing, why would I pretend like I'm going to potentially do that content again? Like, no, like, let these people go do, like, let those people unsub so that way they're not wasting their time. They're not, they're not fake subscribers on my account. Let those people go. I really feel like probably more people should have unsubscribed, because I feel like a lot of people, like, there's still a lot of people subscribed who just aren't actually going to actively watch content. So it's like, why are you guys still here? Like, there's only like a couple thousand of you who are really keeping up with this stuff. And I expected to lose a few thousand subscribers from that. I am really shocked I didn't lose more. Maybe there are people who are still hanging around thinking maybe there's going to be more Dragon Ball content. But there just isn't. It's just not going to be a thing. The Dragon Ball content is just, I mean it. I mean it when I say it's not coming back. I do not want to do it. Even Quaman, like, hit me up on Discord and was just like, bro, I'm going to be real with you. I think you're going to come back. And I'm like, no. Like, I mean, the possibility of me doing some Dragon Ball related videos, that exists. But I will never do it with the frequency that I did it. I will never, like it would be like I would really need to have fucking something to say. And though I do have things to say, I don't see myself saying them anytime soon. It'll be a long-ass time before I even consider doing another Dragon Ball related video. And I'm sure as shit, like, if Dragon Ball comes back with a new series, I'm not watching it. I'm not going to review it episodically. I don't care. I don't want to be that guy. There are plenty of other fucking people who can do it. There are plenty of people who are pissy and angry at goddamn Dragon Ball Super who can bash on this new show if it's garbage. Which, that's another thing. I didn't like being that guy. Like there's so many people who just write me off as the guy who shit on Dragon Ball Super, and I don't like that association. I don't like the fact that that's what I was just kind of labeled as. There's a lot of people, you know, who, like, even though, like, those are all my genuine opinions. It was all my genuine opinions. I tried to be like, this is when Dragon Ball Super did good things. This is when Dragon Ball Super did bad things. Things that I fucking hated and why I hated it. But now, like, there's just, like, this revisionist history where I've only ever been negative. I've only ever hated it. I've always just been that guy. And I just don't need that association. I don't want that association. I don't like the types of people I'm getting compared to for it. Shit, I've even been labeled as just as toxic as the people that I rag on. Like, the people that I'm like, the fandom's toxic and terrible, and it's like, well, you're just as toxic and terrible as them. And then people try to, like, dig up, like, oh, well, what about that Vegeta video where you shit on Vegeta fans? Like, no, I shit on toxic Vegeta fans. People who are just shitty, bad people and who are kind of idolizing shitty elements of a character who I think is actually a pretty good character. But, and then also, like, bringing up, like, tweets that I said, like, oh, well, you told this person to go fuck themselves and this person to go jump in a fire. And it's just like, I tell a lot of people off frequently. And, it's all always in retaliation. Some people don't deserve it. I'll admit. There are some people who come to me with a kind of annoying tweet, and I am just so fucking frustrated from all the other bullshit that I've been dealing with in the fandom that was just the one that just tipped me over, like, just snapped, and I'm like, that's it. Fuck you. You are now the one. You are now the one that's gonna face the anger that I have in me towards all the other fucking shitty people in this fandom that I'm pissed at. You're the one that just tipped me over. And some people, I think, are genuinely deserving of it. Some people are not, and that sucks. If I could go through and individually apologize to the people who I think, because I've actually had people be like, oh yeah, like, you bitched me out for this thing, and I'm like, oh no. Oh, I shouldn't have. Oh, I feel sorry for that now. But yeah, some people, though, can just straight up go fuck themselves. When you're sitting there coming at me with a whole bunch of fucking negativity that I didn't fucking ask for, basically trying to, like, invalidate my feelings and opinions on things, go fuck yourself. I don't care. Like, who are you to sit there and come at me with your fucking contrary opinions, and try to invalidate how I'm feeling about a situation? Go fuck yourself on that stuff. But yeah, if people want to view me as toxic and terrible, fine, whatever. I don't necessarily think I am. I think there's a lot of people who don't think I am. I feel as I move further away from the fandom, there's going to be that revisionist history where I was always just this piece of shit in the fandom that everybody hated, with the exception of, like, a handful of saints who will still associate themselves with me. Like, the only thing that I'm going to regret with this whole no Dragon Ball content thing is scrapping that compilation, like those Dragon Ball Super reviews I had planned. Because, like I said, I had like a narrative through line that I had planned for them that was going to culminate in the Broly review. And I'm really sad to see that whole fucking storyline that I had planned scrapped, dead now. Also, in reference to that, kudos to Kenoshin. I hope I'm saying that right. Kino Shin. It's a Kino's reference journey. I know that much. You like they actually picked up and were like and realized that was influenced by Endless Jess's The Horseshoe Saga. So kudos to you for getting that. That was super cool. Like the fact that someone actually knew what I was, and like that what I had planned was not going to be like a straight up homage to it, but it was something that was very inspired, like a review series that had a narrative through line through it. And that was going to culminate into something bigger at the end. So yeah, that was really cool that they got that reference. I think that pretty much covers everything I wanted to talk about. I hate the fandom. Don't want to come back. I have no intentions of coming back. Dragon Castle will still probably be a thing. JoJo's reviews are still going to be a thing. All the videos I was making were still going to be a thing. The fandom shitty and toxic, and I don't want to fucking be involved in it anymore. Anything else I'm forgetting? Oh, the nail polish guys. Yeah, like it's a permanent thing. It's staying. You're gonna see it way more. Get over it. To quote Drax the Destroyer, you Earthers have hang-ups.